Good morning, guys. I'm Age from Healing Consciousness. I've decided to start a YouTube channel in connection with my Healing Consciousness page from Facebook. I'm a pranic healer, do also transpersonal breathwork, meditation classes, and also spiritual readings from my beautiful space here from at home. So some of the most frequent question I get asked is how do I meditate? I want to start meditating. These are through friends and family, usually people that I know that I talk to. How do I meditate? What do I do? I'm not good at meditating. So the first thing is that people have this stigma attached to meditation should be some sort of mystical thing where you sit down and you start floating off from the floor and you have to do all these bizarre things and all that kind of stuff. And it's actually not the case. Anyone can meditate. Children are the best meditators because they don't have that attachment to judgment or a way that they're supposed to do things. Not as conditioned as we are later on in life. So one of the ways that you can meditate is, the most important thing is firstly is feeling comfortable. A lot of people that start to meditate, when they sit down, they get a lot of lower back soreness, and that's just because of their core. They're not used to sitting that way, cross-legged on the floor for that, for long periods of time, and that's fine. You'll build strength in your lower back, and most of people's bodies, they want to kind of cave in or slouch out, and that's a good way for your body to also build strength in your core and to be able to support yourself as well. A good idea is to actually just sit on a chair with a backrest. So if you do feel a little bit of soreness, you can just go, just lean back, and it kind of takes the pressure off your lower back. And I've found that really, really good. And I still get lower back soreness when I meditate sitting down. Sometimes I'll lay down. The problem is with laying down is a lot of people fall asleep. That's a bit of a problem. And then they wake up and like, oh, what did I just do? Was I meditating? Was I sleeping? And that's cool. That's fine. It does a lot of meditation does relax you a lot, especially when you're laying down. You've got this beautiful music playing in the background, and that's fine. So let's go back to the start. Feeling comfortable. If you want to start meditating, I suggest that have a chair, sit down, and have the backrest. Okay, and for a start, it could just be 5 to 10 minutes, every morning or before you go to bed, just as a starter. And that's enough to really relax your nervous system, which is very heightened during the day. And, we've got 10 million thoughts going on through the day. What do we need to do? I need to do this, I need to do that. And that's, through human conditioning as well. Things needed to be getting done and all that kind of stuff. That's life. But I've always said to friends and family that we hardly look after ourselves. We'll go and clean the house, get our car serviced, go and see friends and visit family, do a lot of things for people, and the last thing that we do is actually take care of ourselves. And if you do leave it, then you're prone to, you start seeing the warning signs like getting a cold and flu, start feeling tired and drained, and then that can lead on to more severe things, anxiety, depression, all that things that that when we disregard ourselves, that can happen. So 5 to 10 minutes every day is nothing. So, and you owe it to yourself to actually have some time out and to relax, and just to unwind and relax that nervous system, relax the mind, and will lessen and lessen. So a really good technique is mindfulness. And if you don't know what mindfulness is, mindfulness is just concentrating on the breath, so the air going through your nostrils and out of the nostrils, and that's all you're focusing. So you're focusing on the tip of your nose, whilst closing your eyes and just breathing and exhaling through the nostrils. And you're just focusing on the air. You're feeling the sensation going through the nostrils and coming out of the nostrils. And what you'll find is it's actually it's a little bit difficult when you start, because you'll have thoughts just rushing through your mind, because the neural pathways have been conditioned. The electricity's rushing into your mind. So you'll be thinking, oh, what do I need to do tomorrow? What am I going to do after I meditate, and all this kind of stuff. But the beautiful thing about mindfulness is when a thought arises into your mind, your subconscious, when you actually pay attention back to that breath going through your nostrils and coming out, you are killing that neural pathway that the thought wants to travel through into your brain or into your mind, or whatever you want to call it. So you lessen and lessen and lessen the thoughts every time your attention, your focus comes back to the breath. So as an example, I've got my palms facing upwards on my lap, and I'm closing my eyes. My tongue is on the palate, on the roof of my mouth. That activates your energy meridians and the circular motion of your energy aura around your body. And I'm just simply inhaling through the nostrils and exhaling through the nostrils. And a thought's arising right now. I don't get involved in the thought. I don't dramatize it. I don't put myself in there. I come back to the breath. Come back to the tip of the nose, that sensation of the air. Just visualizing the air going through your nose and coming in. And it just gets easier and easier. When you first start, if you haven't meditated before, you just find your mind is just going to go wild. All these thoughts and stuff, and that's usually people get turned off from meditation because of their mind is rushing so quickly. So yeah, look, this is the first video I'm going to provide for you guys, and there's going to be heaps more. So what I want you to do on my Healing Consciousness page, which I'll link below this video, click on it, and if you got any questions or messages, please feel free to ask any questions or write anything. I'm always providing some nice, beautiful quotes for everyone every day. There's a lot of energy build up lately in the universe. A solar flare just went off last night. So basically solar flare is an explosion on the sun, and it builds up. Spiritually, the meaning of that is it's trying to push consciousness into ascension, trying to wake a lot of people up. And it's a beautiful thing. And when you're waking up and you're connected to where you come from, the source and spirit in the universe, you can really feel a lot of these energies, both negative and positive. But negative and positive are working together. There's no good or bad. It's all in one. It's the ebb and flow of life, and it's such a beautiful thing to be involved in, and such a beautiful time to be here on planet Earth. And I just want to play my part in helping people and letting spirit work through me to guide people into waking up and feeling unconditional love for themselves, for the universe, for other people, for the animals, for everything that exists on this plane. So thank you very, very much. If you got any questions, again, please feel free to write, comment on the video below. I'll also, again, send a link to my Healing Consciousness page on Facebook, and my Healing Consciousness email, and also provide some information on what I do: pranic healing, transpersonal breathwork, meditation classes, and spiritual readings. So if you would like one of those, please feel free to email me. And I also do reflexology, so that's a nice way to relax as well. So love and light, thank you, namaste, and take care of yourselves.